Hello and welcome back to yet another board game channel and yet another couple of turns in the Dungeons and Dragons board game Wrath of Ashardalon. Our little dwarf Vistra is still trying to get the heck out of this place, being chased by a lot of monsters but picking up a lot of good stuff as well. I think it's maybe an unwise tactical decision, but I think we're just going to barrel ahead and try to find the way out and pick off the monsters a little bit at a time. So, starting with the hero phase, of course. Still don't use a healing surge. We haven't used either of our healing surges so far. So, yeah, we can still drop a couple of times and still successfully make it through this. Alright, so Vistra is going to, I think we're going to attack and then move. What should we attack? Let's see. The Legion Devil will do 1 damage to us. It's got the best chance of hitting us. The Orc Smasher. Yes, the Orc Smasher. I forgot what that was. Also just does 1 damage and doesn't have as much of a chance of hitting. And the snake can poison us, but it has the lowest chance of hitting us. So, yeah. Let's attack the Legion Devil. It will be the last one, so if we do take it out, we can finally take the Legion Devil card and put it into our experience pile, which will help us avoid encounter cards if they look especially nasty. Right, so with her Sure Strike, with a +11 to roll, and the Vorpal Sword, which will give her another 2, we're going to add 13 to our roll, and we need 16. So really, we just need to roll a 3 or better. And we rolled a 10. Alright, Legion Devil is finally gone. Goes into our experience pile. We have killed our 1 monster, so we get another treasure card. A Potion of Rejuvenation. You feel relaxed and refreshed after drinking this potion. Use this item during your hero phase. Flip up one of your used powers. Well, I'm all for using that right away. Actually, yeah, we'll hold on to it for now. We can use it if things are getting dire. But yeah, we can use it at any point to possibly flip her Dwarven Resilience back over, which means she'll be able to heal 4 points again. Now, we're going to move. We're going to take a little bit of damage for doing this because we do have the Dragon Fear Curse, which gives us 1 damage whenever we move to a new tile. And I'm actually going to move to 2 new tiles. There's 1 damage, 2 damage. I'm just going to move 3, 4, 5. Let's try to get us out of here. So yes, we'll take away the damage. She's got 6, so that will leave her with 4 HP. Put those on the card. And now, at the end of the hero phase, we can roll and get even odds to get rid of this silly curse. Even odds. Roll a 2. Nope, we're still pretty darn petrified. That's unfortunate. Alright. Exploration phase. We are on an edge, so we're going to grab the next dungeon tile, which is one with a black arrow. So we're going to get an encounter no matter what we do. Just give me a second to move the camera a little bit. There we are, everything's in shot now. Right, first things first. A monster to go on there, and it's, oh dear, an Orc Archer. I don't like things that can do distance attacks. Alright, that goes into the monster cycle there. And we will grab our little orc archer. Put him right there. Next, we have to do an encounter card, although we now have enough experience so we might be able to get rid of one if it's especially terrible. Event, Frenzied Leap. A monster leaps at you with supernatural speed. If a monster is on the same tile as the active hero, that hero takes 2 damage. Blah. Otherwise, draw a monster card and place its figure on the closest tile with an unexplored edge. We do, and it's going to do enough damage to us anyway. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and spend the 5 experience necessary to prevent an encounter card. Now go into more discard piles. But now we still have to deal with the monsters having their turns. First up is the Kobold Dragon Shield. If they are adjacent to a hero, they are not. If they are on a tile with no heroes and an unexplored edge, they are not. All edges are now explored. Otherwise, they move 1 tile closer towards the closest hero, which means I'm going to move onto this burn mark right here. Next up, we have the Orc Smasher. If the orc is within 1 tile of a hero, they are not. They are 2 tiles away. So otherwise, move 1 tile towards the nearest hero. Put them right there. Next up, the Snake. If the snake is within 1 tile of the hero, they are. It moves adjacent to the hero and attacks with a venomous bite, which won't do us any actual damage, but could poison us. Now, it's got a +7 to its attack, and we have, with the Blessed Shield, we actually have an armor class of 19. Yes, the Blessed Shield gives us an extra 2. So we roll. 5 plus 7 is only 12. We're not poisoned. Huzzah. Next, the Grell. If they are adjacent to a hero, they are not. If they are within 1 tile of a hero, they are. It moves adjacent to the closest hero, oh well, and attacks with its tentacles, which I hope doesn't hit because it means we will become dazed. Let's put it there so it's not quite so crowded. That is also a +7. Let's see how we get. Haha. They only rolled a measly 2. 7, that's 9. Not even close. And that leaves us with the Orc Archer. If they are adjacent to hero, they are not. If they are within 2 tiles, they are. Attack with arrow. The arrow is a +6. Does 2 damage and still does, it's very tiny there, but even if it misses, it will do 1 damage to us. Oh well. Either way, we're going to take a hit here. Let's see. So this +6, 7 plus 6 is 13, and that's not enough to do 2 damage to us, but we will remove 1 more from Vistra, leaving her with only 3 hit points. Alright, it's back to Vistra's turn again. Now, again, she can hit and run, which seems to be working fairly well. The monsters are often far enough away that they can't do anything to us, although that's going to happen. Either way, she can only attack 1 time. So, means we're going to use, yeah, because right next to, we're just going to do the Sure Strike again. So the snake or the grell. Well, the grell can daze us, and poisoned is not too bad. The grell can also poison us. So yeah, let's go with the one that's going to do more possible things to us. So, Grell has an armor class of 15. We are attacking with plus 11 Sure Strike, plus 2 for the Vorpal Sword, so 13 plus 2 is 15. Just made it. Just made it. And we are doing 2 damage as well because of the gauntlets of Ogre Power, giving us plus 1 damage when we do successfully attack. Bye-bye, Grell. Now, do I want to move? One tile. Let me think for a moment here. Yeah, looking over the tactics on each of the cards. Yeah, going to go ahead and move right here next to the Orc Archer, who, because he's there, is only going to attack me with his punch, which is the same as his arrow, except it won't do any damage if he misses. Right. That is that. Now, exploration phase. Pretty sure we're almost where we need to go. Okay. I'll need to reposition for a moment because I picked up the long hallway. Okay. The long hallway, which says, if possible, place the top pile from the stack next to this tile's unexplored edge. So first of all, we attach it there. Oops, let me just move that a wee bit more. There we go. Now, of course, we have to put a monster. It will be another cave bear. We've run into those before. And then we put down another tile right away. It'll be in that direction. Now, looking over discussion on Board Game Geek and here and there, it seems that I do only have to take the one encounter card. However, we do still get another monster on this second spot, and it's a gibbering mouther. Lovely. Let's see if I can find one of those. Yeah, that's an unattractive thing. Right there. Make that a wee bit more. Again. Okay. So, our encounter card, which we will not have enough experience to get rid of. That's too bad. Alright. Event, Scream of the Century. Intruders! If no monster is in play, discard this card. Oh dear. Choose a monster. Draw a tile from the bottom of the tile stack. Place the tile next to the unexplored edge closest to that monster. Draw a monster card and place its figure on the new tile. Okay. Well, I'm going to choose one, not the one over this way, because that's where our oh wait, because I'm pretty sure the next tile, if I've been counting right, the next tile will be the exit. So, do I want the exit to be over here or be over here? Because I could choose to have this new tile go here or here. Yeah, let's choose, well, we'll say it's the Orc Smasher, because he seems the one most capable of speech, who could actually be yelling out, "Intruders!" So, we are going to draw a tile from the bottom of the stack, put it there, and then drawing a new monster to go on there. Oh, look, another gibbering mouther. There we are. Okay. Alright, now, unfortunately, it's time for the monsters to go. This may take a while. First up, the kobold. If they are adjacent to the hero, they are not. If they are on a tile with no heroes and an unexplored edge, they are not. Not anymore. Otherwise, they move one tile towards the closest hero. I'm going to put him over in the corner there. The Orc Smasher is within a tile of the hero, so moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks with their mace. And there, because I expect things are going to get crowded in a moment. So, the mace is a +9. Again, our armor class is 17 +2 for the Blessed Shield. So they need a 19 total. So that will be 9 + 9 is 18. Oh, okay, that was close. Managed to dodge. Next up, the snake. If they are within one tile of the hero, move adjacent to the closest hero. So, they'll move there. I mean, they are adjacent, but I kind of get the impression that they should move to another tile. Right, and they are attacking with a +7 on their bite. 15 + 7, that was a hit. So, she is once again poisoned. We'll have to try to deal with it, although we got a pretty good chance of dealing with it at the end of the next hero phase. Next up, the Orc Archer. If they are adjacent to hero, they will attack with a punch. So it's a +6, just like the arrow was, but it will only do 1 damage, and it won't do anything if it misses, unlike that nasty arrow. So a roll, so 14 +6 is, yes, 20. That's enough to knock her down. She's down to 2 hit points, but we have not used either healing surge yet, so this is not too bad. The Cave Bear, right, into all 3 new creatures. If the Cave Bear is on the same tile as the hero, he is not. If they are within 1 tile of a hero, move adjacent to, and attack with a leaping strike. Now, can't actually get... Whoops, bear fell over. Can't actually get onto the tile to attack, but you can move adjacent. Okay, that's the strike. Okay, this would be a bad thing to get. As if it hits, it'll do 2 damage and dazed. Mind you, if it does 2 damage, Vistra goes down, and that means she won't have any actual status problems. She'll start from scratch at the next level, and nothing else will attack her. Alright, it's a +8 to the roll. 1. Critical fail. Too bad critical fails don't backfire on the monsters, though. Anyway, that's a miss. So next we've got Gibbering Mouther number 1. And you know what? I just remembered, you're not supposed to have 2 of the same critter at the same time. So that last monster should have actually been, well, Kobold Dragon Shield. But we have one of those. So instead, we have a human cultist, which seems a little less frightening. But I'm sure they can still do terrible things to us. Yes, because if there were more than one player, we could have more than one of the same monster, each controlled by a different player. But as I'm playing solo, only 1 per. Alright, so on to the Gibbering Mouther. Are they within one tile? They are not. It's actually 2 tiles away. Otherwise, it moves 1 tile towards the nearest hero. Right there. And finally, the human cultist. If the cultist is within 1 tile of a hero, it is not. Otherwise, 1 tile towards. There we go. Wow, we actually managed to make it through that without dying. So, hero phase, which unfortunately means she's going to go down to 1 hit point because she is poisoned. Now, no matter what happens here, she's going to move on to a new tile, and the Dragon Fear will cause her to lose her last hit point. But if that's the case, so be it, because there's really nothing else that can be done. And yeah, we'll just have to do it and take the healing surge. Or I could use the potion of rejuvenation to get back her dwarven resilience and get another 4 hit points. On the other hand, it might be simpler to, in fact, just let her go down so that we get rid of all her, get rid of any status problems that might crop up. Hey, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do that. Just going to take 1 for the team of 1. So, she will attack first, though, and take 1 of these things with her. So, I think we're going to do the cave bear, because it can do 2 damage and daze our hero. So it's got an armor class of 14. We are, again, if we use our sure strike, we are going to attack with, with a Vorpal Sword, attack with plus 13. Really, we need anything but a 1, because a 1 will always fail. 12, 13, yes. The cave bear is down, goes into our experience pool. Bear leaves. Right, her move turn. So she's going to move 1, take her last point of damage, and drop. Now, move to the exploration phase, wherein, because she can't explore, she should have an encounter, but nothing can actually happen because she's down. I think it would make most sense. I'm not sure exactly what it says in the rules, but it seems to me it would make sense if an encounter just didn't happen. Things have just ground to a halt while our hero is down. I don't know. I know the monsters will just not activate because there is no hero for them to interact with. Maybe I should still do an encounter card. Oh, first of all, guess who forgot to grab a treasure when he killed the cave bear? That's right, me. Potion of Recovery. This elixir clears the mind and purifies the body. Use it any time. End 1 condition on your hero or an adjacent hero. Alright, well, if she gets dazed or poisoned, she can use that. Alright, yeah, I should probably draw the encounter card, although the critters will not actually do anything. Because, yeah, they are not within range of any conscious hero. They just ignore her completely. Alright, so what do we get? Oh, we got an environment. Dragon's Tribute. Ashardalon demands a tribute in gold from all those who take shelter under the mountain. If there's an environment card already in play, there is not. When drawing a treasure card, draw 2 and discard the one with the highest value. If one of the treasures is an item, discard the item. Oh, that's... yeah. Okay, so let's put that there. And now, yes, the monsters don't actually do anything because there is, as far as they're concerned, there is no hero to move adjacent to or attack. So, we're back at the beginning of the next turn. We're almost through this. I'm pretty sure there's just one more tile. We'll get up. Use one of the healing surges. That's one down. So, she comes back with 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hit points is her healing surge value. Now, would this be a good time to... yeah, you know what, let's do it. Let's use the Potion of Recovery, which will allow her to flip back her Dwarven Resilience. So we're going to do it with... hold on. I don't know if I want to do it yet, because it means I won't be able to move, and I would really like to move. Now, I'm pretty sure that the curse would disappear when I die as well. I don't know if that's correct, but it seems fair and logical to me, so that's what I'm going with. Alright. So, she could attack and then move, or she could just move twice and just pull the band-aid off really fast, as it were, and just get into dealing with the end. As these critters are not doing a whole lot of damage to her, it did take them a long time to whittle her down to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to have to do an encounter card if she doesn't move. We may have to do an encounter card if she does move, unless it is the exit, as I hope. Yeah, she is just going to make a run for it. Just a second. I'll have to rearrange again. Alright. So we're going to do 2 move actions with a speed of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 1, 2, we draw, and yes, there it is, the tunnel exit. So, we don't get to make a break for it right away, because when the hero reveals the tunnel exit tile, place the Kobold Dragon Lord on the tile. Oh yes, there's a little burn mark right there. Really? This is him? He's so tiny though. He's so tiny. How can he possibly be a problem? And then read the text below. Ahead, you see light streaming in from above. Kind of appropriate, that's the end of the long hallway. Illuminating a flight of ancient stone steps, you've found a way out of the dungeon. Unfortunately, the path is guarded by one more monster, the Kobold Dragon Lord Creag. There is the villain's tile. Ashardalon has many followers, but none are as faithful as Creag and his Dragon Shield entourage. So he's got 6 hit points. Oh boy. And an armor class of 17. So he'll activate at the beginning of the villain phase before the rest of the monsters get to go. Which is going to be now. The exploration phase. Oh, we still have to deal with an encounter. Lovely. Especially since there's a little black triangle. So yes, we still have to do it. Lost. Oh, this isn't so bad. All these tunnels look the same. Indeed they do. Without looking at it, take the bottom dungeon tile from the stack and place it on top. That could have been a lot worse. That probably would have been a lot more appropriate had we not already found the tunnel exit. So, tactics. If the kobold is adjacent to a hero, they are diagonally. It attacks that hero with a short sword, and then the kobold moves to any square within one tile. Okay. So, that's a +8 on the short sword. It does a damage of 2. We are still at an effective armor class of 19. So 8 plus 7 is not enough. Alright. And then the kobold moves to any square within one tile. Okay. Let's do that. I'm content with him being there, so I can actually hit him. Yeah, I don't think I want to be running around after him too much. Alright, so now the monsters get to go. A regular little kobold is not adjacent to hero. He is not on a tile with no heroes and an unexplored edge. They just move one tile closer. Next up, Orc Smasher is not within one tile of a hero, so they're going to move one more. Yes, I'm trying to make them inch as slowly as possible. The Snake, again, is not within one tile, so they move one closer. Okay, now we're going to have a bit of a problem with the Orc Archer. Maybe I should have taken him out earlier. Oh well. Hindsight 2020. If they are within 2 tiles, they are. It attacks the closest hero with the arrow. So it's going to be a +6 to their roll. 8. That's only 14, which is not enough to hit us. The Gibbering Mouther is, in fact, within one tile of a hero. It attacks all heroes within one tile. Yeah, just a regular... Yeah, they've only got the one attack. It doesn't matter how far away we are. We're just on the right tile. So it's going to get a +8. +8 is 18, which is not quite enough to hit our effective AC of 19. Yay, and then the Human Cultist, again, is just going to move one tile closer. Alright. Back to Vistra. This may turn out to be a little bit long, but we're nearly there. Alright. What is Vistra going to do? When a hero... Well, let's go ahead and try the Comeback Strike, her other daily, because if she hits, she'll get a couple of extra hit points. Yes, a timely strike gives you the strength to fight on, so +7. And it's got an armor class of 17. Although we do get a +2 because of the Vorpal Sword. So we're actually going to add 9 to 19. And, haha, Vorpal Sword, if you roll a natural 18, 19, or 20, which I did, we're going to do an extra damage. So that, the Comeback Strike does 2. With the Vorpal Sword, we get an extra 1 for 3, and with the Gauntlets of Ogre Power, we actually do 4 damage. So, it's down. Mirak is actually down to a measly 2 hit points. That's amazing. And we get 2 hit points back. That was worth it. Okay, Comeback Strike goes away. Yay! That's marvelous. Okay. Can still move. I'm actually going to move one over here. So hopefully we'll end our turn. I'm hoping that when it comes to us, we'll be able to kill it next turn, and we'll just be on the tile that will allow us to move away. A hero on the stairs at the end of his... Oh, okay, the stairs are there. Actually, I'm going to do it anyway because it means I have an extra tile away from all the monsters that are following. Okay. Creag is not adjacent to a hero. If they are within one tile of a hero, it moves to the closest hero and attacks with its normal short sword. So, there we are. I'm going to move up one. And that's a +8. Armor class 17 plus 2. So 8 plus 12 is 20 total. Okay, it actually hit us for 2 damage. So we're back down to 4. Now it's time for all the monsters. Kobold Dragon Shield. Not adjacent to the hero. Not in a space with unexplored edges. So they're going to move right there. Which means if I don't get out of here next turn, he'll be able to put another tile there and bring in something else. The Orc Smasher is not within one tile, so it moves one. Same with the Snake. Right, the Orc Archer does get to shoot its arrow. So that's going to be a +6. 6 and 11 is 17, which would have been enough to hit me if not for my blessed shield. The Gibbering Mouther is 2 tiles away, so it will move 1. And the Human Cultist will also move 1. Alright. Vistra's turn. This might be it. This could be the end of it. She may pull through on this. Well, we still got a Healing Surge left. I think we're probably okay. Alright. Let's go with our old reliable Sure Strike, which only does 1 damage, but with our Ogre Gauntlets, it'll be 2, which will be enough to kill it if we just hit him. Alright, armor class of 17, we're going to add 13 to our roll. That was plenty. We rolled a 15. So Creag is dead. For our second action, we move and get the heck out. Yay! Vistra made it. She did quite well. She got a whole lot of stuff on the way. She still had 4 hit points left and a Healing Surge, and she still had... oh no, I used up all the healing stuff because of the potion. Anyway, alright, go team of 1. She's like her own little army. I think I will continue to use Vistra if I play more of this in the future. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed going along for the ride there. I'm glad we made it through. Thanks everybody for watching and subscribing. Comments and all are very much appreciated. And we will see you another time when we will be starting yet another tabletop playthrough. See you then. Bye-bye.